All right, I'm pretty sure this is our first official spoiler video for Legends of the
It
Force.
is.
And we've got like 14 cards to talk about. Spoiler
Million.
season is in full effect. I'm very excited to talk about all these. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just hit the first one. We've got
Bang.
the other screen.
We got
We got
Now
Scythe.
bang.
PowerPoint.
Skiff.
PowerPoint.
Yep.
Scythe
Yep.
third.
Presentations. All right. So Scythe is a 4-cost red villain space unit. It's a 3/5 with Imperial vehicle transport and Inquisitor traits.
Woo!
Wow.
And on attack, you may give another friendly Inquisitor unit +2/+0 for this phase. It's a rare. What you guys think?
Right off the bat, transport. Perfect for your
Your Rio.
Rio
Durant,
Durant
baby.
decks.
It's time.
Very nice.
No, I do like. I hope that this Inquisitor tribal that they're pushing like pops off. I think that'd be cool. Like, if we get more Inquisitor tribal stuff, I'm all here for it. Am I skeptical of it? Yeah, this is a rare, and it doesn't feel like it really warrants a rare spot.
Yeah, it's tough. Like 3/5 is kind of a terrible stat line for this cost. And I
Like,
know why they did it, right? Like it's supposed
for
to go with
draft,
Grand
right?
Inquisitor,
So,
and you're supposed to be able to ready it with Grand Inquisitor, so it
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be like a 4-attack unit. But it could have like raid 1, or it could be like a 3/6. Either of those
Or
things would
like a
make it a lot
when
more
played
interesting.
and on attack. Maybe.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would
If it was one played and on attack, then I think that'd be really
Yep.
good.
Sure.
But the fact that it sits around for a turn and literally does nothing feels
Yeah.
kind of bad.
Yep.
I guess like dream scenario if you're Grand Inquisitor is like you played your 5th brother on turn 2, and then you play this on turn 3, ready it, attack with it, and then your 5th brother attacks for 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Which feels, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But we've talked on so many of these spoiler videos about like, oh, in Grand Inquisitor you just do this and it works.
Never
And it
works.
just doesn't actually work. So
Do you think this is just a rare because it is like specific to Inquisitors? Like they don't want it in draft to be like a
That's
common,
a good
uncommon,
thought. Yeah, I think that's likely.
trash.
It's fine stats, but yeah, a little below curve. In theory, it's a 5/5 for 4 if
if
you
you
do the cool things.
if you
Um,
actually get to attack with it once and get that +2 to matter, it's good, but it also takes 2 actions because you need to attack with this and you need to attack with the Inquisitor that you buff in
Right.
order for it to matter.
Yep. Now there is
So-
there is magical Christmas land where you proc this twice in a turn, and then you
Sure.
just win.
Yeah, true.
Right.
You can never discount Magical Christmas Land.
Yeah.
Dogfight.
Ooh,
Anybody?
dogfight, yeah.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
You can ready this with aggression too, so double red, Grand Inquisitor type of nonsense.
yeah, I could see Double Red doing some cool things. TBD if Grand Inquisitor
Yeah,
actually the move
TBD.
here, and who knows? Maybe there's more Inquisitor synergy coming.
Yeah, maybe there's more coming, like the very next card that we're about to talk about.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's do that.
And actually, maybe it's not that bad with Third Sister. So Third Sister is our second, because Maul's red as well, right? So
Yeah, we're gonna get 3.
yeah, so red villain leader. She has the action, exhaust her, play a unit from your hand. It gains hidden for this phase, and hidden's the new keyword that means that the unit can't be attacked this phase unless it has Sentinel.
Mhm.
And she flips on 5 resources as a 5/4 with hidden herself. And the on attack, the next unit you play this phase gains hidden. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this card just generally, and then we can talk about how
Okay,
it might
real
or might
quick.
not
This is
synergize.
something I just mentioned. I said we're gonna get 3. That's because normally when we get 3 of whatever color the starter deck is, but we have a non-aspect villain. Like, is that gonna take one
yeah.
of the slots of one of the colors?
Yeah, it
Did
might.
Chancellor Palpatine in set 3?
Yeah.
Did that?
It was
set
one
He
of
was
the
yellow
heroes.
hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
He took the yellow hero slot. So that's interesting. I didn't think about that until I literally said that when you brought this up.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
Yeah, there
That's
might not
weird.
be another red villain.
I feel like they announced what I don't remember. I don't remember if they did announce that one or not. If there was still 18 or bumping it.
Well,
to 20.
there will be 18 total leaders, but one of them we
Oh.
know is just villain.
Right. Huh. That would make sense then. That would make sense.
All right.
At least
so
I think we know that there's 18. I would be shocked if there were more because they've only
That's
ever
too
done
many
18.
already.
Yeah.
Speaking of 18,
already a lot.
hidden ability. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
think it's insane.
Android 18.
let's be clear. You could still get open fired, right? Like that's still a
Yeah, sure.
thing. Like it's the
Yeah.
IG-88 problem of set one.
But
But this
way
is
less bad because she
definitely
can't be attacked
right,
into.
right. So it is dependent on a specific card that does 4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is better than
Or
Yeah,
like
or
IG-88
takedown.
takedown,
or
I
takedown.
guess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she is still vulnerable to those things, but 5/4 that can't be attacked the turn that she flips is so aggressive.
Mhm.
That
Right.
is pretty good.
And I do
If you
like
can get
that.
initiative to like you hit and
Yeah, do
then
it
you just
again.
hit again, it's like 10 damage. Like you're feeling
Yeah,
pretty good about your 5 flip leader.
yeah.
Yeah, on top of like, let's say you do get the attack in, and you're able to place the next thing, and they can't attack and kill that thing either. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
I
Definitely
mean,
feels aggressive though.
I think her leader side is kind of insane. Like, hiding every unit you play on curve and, like, your
Yeah,
opponent can't attack into it the turn that you play it, like, that in
Yeah,
and of
that's pretty
itself
big.
is it doesn't cost an action, you just, like, play the unit with hidden, your opponent can't interact with it, you attack with it next turn, you do it again, you just keep the train rolling.
Like, how many situations have you been in with, like, an aggro deck that you're starting to run out of gas and they just, like, leave their units up so that if you play anything, they attack into it, clear
yeah,
it. Now it's like
Yeah.
you get to play something and they have to have removal in hand. They can't just, like, keep their dudes up and attack it. I think that's huge,
Mhm.
Yep.
agreed.
honestly.
She
Especially
al
to let you call initiative and protect your unit. Like you're feeling great.
Yep. She also has 3 good traits.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I mean, if we're counting Inquisitor as a good trait because it seems like they're, at least providing some synergy. But the Imperial trait's good, Force trait's good. I mean, we can talk about Force Throw, but, like,
You're
my
gonna
bet
say
is it's
that one.
getting
I
banned.
know. For real. I do think
That's
this
my
is
bet.
like this is such a great target for Fallen Lightsaber.
Yes.
Because you come in, you're not worried about getting killed. So if they don't have an immediate answer, you could just go to an 8/7.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the perfect Fallen Lightsaber Madi ECL nonsense that I love to play.
He got there.
So that's obviously the
He
first thing
got
I'm gonna
there.
do with this
Clearly.
is, do that.
Yep.
of course.
You can also, like, Mahdi's extra good in Third Sister because you can play it hidden.
Yeah,
And, there are those
Oh,
games where
that's a
you
good
just,
point.
you
That's a
just
good
slam them
point.
to the board, your opponent can't answer him. Maybe they have to claim then because if you claim, you can ready and then kill him next turn or something like that. I don't know. Uh, I think hidden is so good, and I'm excited to see
yeah,
how it shapes the meta game because people are going to need to probably put more removal in their decks because their units won't be able to act as removal as easily.
Hmm.
mhm,
Yeah, it's
So
pretty sick. Fun card. I'll definitely play this
yeah, she seems really fun.
for sure.
All right, next one. We've got Plo Koon. He's
come
a 6
on.
cost blue hero ground unit. He's a 6/8 Force Jedi Republic. When the ability is while the Force is with you, this unit gains grit. So he can be massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So as the token young Han player in the group, I
thank
just
you.
have to be the first one to say, play this in Han 2 blue. Drop him at 5. You got an 8/6 if you have the Force. Uh, you know, they
That's a lot of
yeah,
stats.
that's a big boy. That's a big boy. So yeah, it seems tailor made for that shell. I don't know what else he really. I mean, playing something on 6 that doesn't have an immediate impact on the board feels like we're getting to the point where that's just not enough, right?
Hmm.
Like you need to do something, and we haven't seen other cards like this do a ton. I'm thinking of like there was that Luminara unit that was at 7. You have
Mm-hmm.
Savajo Press. I'm trying to think of like six cost that like I don't know. I'm sure there's more examples that aren't
Like
coming, but
Kylo, even.
yeah. It's like you're basically saying like, can if I can ambush this out, then maybe this is cool. But if there's no ambush, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Dogfight.
Dogfight, yes, 100% dogfight.
I would just go ahead and say this is probably a bad card.
it's clunky for sure. I like it a lot in limited, but I think
Yeah,
we'll
this is
probably
going to win a
mostly
lot of
talk
games in
about
limited,
these in
probably.
the constructed format. And yeah, typically probably too slow. Like obviously, like with Force, you wouldn't play ObiWan at 6, and so it's a little bit tricky to
He is
justify that.
also in space, so, like, shouldn't this just be a space unit and not a ground unit?
That's a great point.
That's actually hilarious. Yeah, the art is literally him on top of his ship.
Also, I feel
Yeah.
like we will at some point have to go back and reevaluate old Republic cards, even though I think most
Oh
of
yeah,
them are
because
pretty
there's a lot
bad.
of new Republic cards.
But
Yeah,
but maybe there's some stuff that opens up some Republic synergy.
that OP Padme deck is coming.
That's right.
Okay.
Padme was it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you play this with that one card that gives all your Jedi Sentinel and all your troopers, like, what
Hmm.
was it? Saboteur or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Raid 1, I think.
Raid 1, I don't know. Maybe
Oh
something like
yeah.
that.
Heroes on both
Makes
sides or
this
something like that.
I mean, that sounds
No, that
fun.
was
No, yeah,
Separatist.
it's a newer one.
Oh,
It's like
More
Jedi
violent.
Sword and
maneuver.
shield maneuver or something.
There you
that's it.
go. Sword and
Well done.
shield
We got
maneuver.
I mean, that sounds like a fun deck. Like, just play Jedis and clones and like do that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like a great Twin Suns deck at least.
Hey,
Mhm.
we also need to execute Order 66 does 6 damage to each Jedi.
He
Ooh.
doesn't
He doesn't
die.
die. Plo Koon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plo
So
Koon confirmed
this feels like a
alive.
confirmation that Plo Koon survived execute. You know, he got hit in that ship, but we never saw a body. So
Yeah, yeah. If you don't see a body in Star Wars,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
dead. And sometimes even when you see a body, they're not dead.
Like you just turned
Dang.
him into a 12 power, wrecking ball with an execute Order
If Plo
66.
Koon's still alive, Mace Windu's still alive.
Oh,
Next
Mace Windu is
card.
100% still alive. All right, we've got Captain Enoch. He is a 3-cost green villain ground unit, a 1/5 Imperial Trooper, and the ability is this unit gets +1/+0 for each trooper unit in your discard pile.
Jim, you know where
This
this
is
is
a
from?
fascinating card. Oh
Oh,
yeah, he definitely knows.
are we putting this in Afra?
Oh, for sure. What's this guy from though?
Oh, this guy. I don't remember.
He's captain of the guard, coach.
Sure. I don't have
Tragic.
a clue.
What's he from, David? You
He's
asked
from
him.
Ahsoka, man. He's Thrawn's
Yep,
number 2. Maybe.
Mm.
We don't really know. It's the zombie
he's
troopers
cool. Yeah, I mean,
from
he's got the
Ahsoka.
coolest Stormtrooper helmet out of the bunch. So,
Yes.
like a literal face on his Stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's a cool card. I'm interested to see, like, there's another card we're gonna talk about here at the end that's like discard synergy. So I'm
Hmm.
curious to see how much more of this discard synergy we get. Like if we get a deck where we can
Ooh,
just be like Migs, Marin, Captain Enoch, whatever else,
Yeah.
Palp's return, who knows, and just do these like cool things, then this dude's dope.
I
I mean,
definitely.
he does have 5 for 3, so that's nice.
I for sure thought the first like zombie style discard deck was gonna be like Night Sisters before Troopers, but here we are.
Well, technically, he's a night trooper. So
Yeah, he works with the
you
Not in this
inadvertently
game.
are correct.
Not in this game.
Oh, yeah, he should have the night trait. Well, I guess it's
We
debatable.
don't know, right?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know enough about these guys yet.
Season 2.
Hmm.
But yeah, uh, I it's so interesting, right? Because you really have to have like at least one trooper in your discard pile when you play this for it to be like even worth considering. More likely 2+. But if you do have a lot of them in your discard pile, this guy can hit hard. And there are a decent amount of ways that we already have to put stuff in your discard pile, like Afra, like Trench,
Trench.
right? Like
Yeah,
Kylo,
dude.
even. Like you go like Kylo, stuff. You play your double 1-drop, 3 1s. You
Hmm.
discard some stuff from your hand. You deal a bunch of damage. Some of your units die. You play this. He's not like a 6/5. Like I, I don't, I don't hate it. Like if you can make this guy big, uh, he's like kind of a good like barrage target too. So
Mhm.
I, yeah, I don't know. Like I think he's good, but I don't know. He requires pieces around him to make him good.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be down to whether or not those pieces are good enough to warrant playing, even if this guy doesn't hit the field.
Mm.
Yeah. It's interesting.
For sure. Okay, next one. We've got Owen Lars, everyone's favorite uncle. He's a
Course.
1-cost blue ground unit, a 0/3 fringe, restore 2, the ultimate moisture farmer. With when defeated, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a force unit, reveal it, and draw it. Can I just say real quick, the theme of this card is so good.
Why is
Like
it
he
so good?
he he dies, and then the Jedi and then you find the Jedi to go fight the Empire, basically.
That's good.
But he doesn't do it.
Well, when he's
He's
defeated,
not.
because
know,
he's dead. Yeah,
he's
Luke's
dead.
like,
So
all
Luke's
right,
got to go
I'll
find,
go. I'll go do the
n-
thing.
Is he the Uncle
now he's gonna
Ben?
find Obi-Wan.
Is he the Uncle Ben of the Star Wars universe?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, is he Uncle Ben's dad? He is, isn't he? No.
I'm
You're
just
Wait,
he's talking about
Spider-Man might.
Spider-Man, dude.
Oh boy.
isn't there an Uncle Ben? No, it's Uncle Owen.
Well,
Okay.
Uncle Ben is Ben Solo if he had a nephew.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Just
I'm getting my
no.
universes crossed.
Yeah.
Is this card good?
No.
Uh,
It's cool. I like it in Ray. As like a starting piece, it's
2
probably
cost, 1
okay in
4 with
Luke.
restore 2.
And when it
So
dies, you find a force unit.
yeah,
That
it's
seems
got
pretty
some
good.
cool stuff to it. I like it. I mean, Moisture Farmer's already considered play in Ray, and so this one getting to cycle it out is pretty cool.
It is funny
Um,
that you could play this in a Luke deck and shield it turn 1.
but
No, because he's not a hero.
Why would
Oh,
you
he's
protect?
not. Oh, dang it.
Which is even funnier because you can
Oh
play this in your like
gosh.
villain deck.
Oh
That's
no.
hilarious.
Your like Darth Vader deck can have Owen
You're
Larson in it.
right.
I
Oh
also said Luke,
gosh.
and I was like,
That's
oh,
kind of lame thematically
Yeah, I don't understand why he's neutral.
because he was all
well, we don't get too much
rude to
backstory on him.
Obi-Wan. Like, certainly wasn't a villain.
Was he
No,
though?
no.
Wow.
Maybe he's just in it for the cash. He'll farm moisture for anybody.
Wow.
It's a fine card.
All
Yeah.
Whatever.
right.
Moving
All
on.
right. Let's talk about a crazier card. This is As I Have Foreseen. It's a force traded event. It costs 1. It's a yellow villain card, so it's obviously already broken. Look at the top card of your deck. You may use the force, and if you do, play that card. It costs 4 less.
Oh,
Sounds a lot like this is the next banned card on the ban list, huh?
triple dark force
So
scene.
this is just like You're My Only Hope, but better.
Triple Dark
Yep.
Foreseen is hilarious.
I mean, obviously not
Well,
as good as triple
not
dark rate because you're looking up 7 cards. This is
yeah, definitely
Yeah,
not.
no,
just the top.
I was comparing it to You're My Only Hope more so than Triple Dark.
Yeah,
Right?
but you're my only hope you can YOLO at the end of the game and get
Yeah, and play
something
something
for
for free.
free, which happened, by the way,
Yep.
recently at a PQ.
Mm-hmm.
Or a sector.
Or a sector.
But what ways do villains have to? Because we've
To
got
do the Yoda thing.
yeah to
Thrawn.
basically do what Yoda's trying to do.
Yeah, Thrawn.
To at least look at the top card and know what's coming.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's just whatever card is just 4 less is pretty sweet.
Now
I kind of think that this is just generically good. Like, if you're playing a yellow villain force deck, I feel like you just put this card in your deck because, like, even getting a 2-cost card out for 1 seems worth it. Like, you spend the force, but like, I don't know.
we probably should clarify because some people who haven't been following this, they might not remember how the force token works. So
So yeah,
there's a 28 health common bases. Like the common bases in
Mhm.
this are 28 health, and they basically, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they all say when a friendly force unit attacks, the force is with you, and you create your force token. So
Yeah.
there's other ways to get the force besides that. Like we saw an event where drain essence 2 cost, deal 2 to a unit, the force is now with you or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's not like so you mentioned the Thrawn deck. It's like, okay, well Thrawn is not like a force leader, but you're gonna have to figure out, okay, well, how do I get the force outside of like
You
it's not
put
just an
force units in your
assumed
deck.
thing. Like turn 1, you're not gonna be able to pull this off for some insane that we know of. There could be.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think you need to play this on turn 1 though for it to be crazy.
Agreed.
Like,
I
Like,
mean,
at
like
any
like
point in the
turn
game,
2
you're
turn
just
2 you
saving
can
3
play
resources.
turn 2 you can play a 6 drop off the top of your
right.
deck.
Like now there are 2 of them is
Yeah.
such a cool card when it hits, and there's so many stipulations to do it. Like this one is just get the force.
This is just like high
Well,
roll the
and also
card,
have
and
something
you
on
like
top of your
kind of
deck.
can't lose.
I feel like this is mostly like if there are good turn 1 force units to play, this card is insane because you get such early tempo. I think it's
Mhm.
way worse later in the game, but yeah, early game you can just spike some games with this thing. But if there's a lot of turn 1 forced units that you can play, I see this card being really sick.
Or if there is a way to just gain the force
Sure.
on
Yeah.
turn 1. for free or for one resource.
But yeah, four
I think
cost
it's
4 less is
interesting.
nuts.
Like just put this in an aggro deck where you're playing mostly like 2s, 3s, and 4s. Like you're just paying less for cards. You get to play more cards faster. Like just generically, that just seems good. I don't understand the balance of this card. I don't know. This seems kind of crazy. All right, let's move on. Next card, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Another leader. He is the I think first green hero leader that we've seen. With the ability is action, exhaust him, use the force, give an experience token to a unit without an experience token on it. He flips on 5. As a 3/6 Force Jedi Republic, with on attack, you may give an experience token to another unit without without an experience token on it.
Yeah, this is hot. I like
You
it.
like
Tell us why, David. Tell us why.
I just think like green hero leaders have been kind of narrow. Like you're talking like Padme, and you're talking Hera,
Holdo.
and it's just
That's a good thought.
I don't know. It's this feels more like, okay, here's a Jedi bringing in his troops. Let's throw a general's blade on this guy on 5. And
Go to town.
go to town. Yeah, I mean, you flip him on 5. You could play the general's blade. Let's see, and then you could play general's blade and a 4-cost Kanan or something in addition to, because the reality is this guy's probably not going down on 5 unless he gets one shot somehow.
Platoon. But yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, it's a little bit of like some weird text there of like you can only give an experience token to a unit without an experience token on it. But yeah, the fact that like it doesn't cost you like resources is just the force token. I think a lot of it's just gonna come down to how easy is it to get the force back. So it's probably generically good. 3/6 on 5 is like fine. I would love to see 7 health, but it's fine.
You
I don't
Boba
know. I
player.
I feel like it's gonna be a little slow, but I think you can figure out good ways to like build around it, and it'd be sweet.
Dogfight.
What
So-
about you, Jay?
We'll see.
I don't think it matters. It's Obi-Wan with his Clone Wars armor.
Amen.
I mean, I like it.
I think that's a respectable take.
He's gonna be like the only playable dude. I was just looking. There's 0 playable green heroes. Like Leia is the
close.
closest thing.
Well, yeah, true.
They're so bad. Even Villain has crappy green
Green, yeah.
leaders. Like Tarkin and Palpatine and Vader. Like Vader, I guess Piet. Vader and Piet and Palpatine are like the only green
Yeah, the only
sucks
ones
for
that people
leaders.
play frequently.
For sure.
I think he's okay. I have a couple of problems with him. I think he's really slow for one, and
Yeah.
really restrictive with that. You have to give it to another, especially on his leader side. Like you have to give it
Yeah,
to
just
another
don't
unit.
stock
That
up.
unit has to not already have an experience token on it. So there's going to probably be a lot of games where you don't actually get value out of that on attack. And the last thing I have a problem with is that his lightsaber looks white instead of blue. All right, moving on.
Hey,
we got Grogu.
you skipped my
Grogu.
dogfight comment though. Dogfight
Oh,
is pretty
sorry,
hot with
dogfight?
Obi-Wan.
It's
Well,
fine.
only if you have enough units out.
Yeah.
Okay, Grogu, a 3-cost hero ground unit, a 1/6 force trait, is hidden and has the action exhaust, heal up to 2 damage from a unit if you do deal that much damage to a unit.
Legendary? Question mark?
Legendary.
Legendary.
Yes.
Legendary Grogu.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sure David didn't think about this, but Hantu. let's start here.
Yeah.
You get to play it on turn 1. It's coming down as a 1/4, which we're fine with, but they can't attack in. And next turn, you're healing it, you're
Yeah.
dealing the damage, having a good old time.
Yeah.
All right,
That seems
David,
great.
come up with something else for it.
No, that's it. I don't want to play this on 3. I want to play this on 2. But like honestly, I'm like I don't know what else you play this in besides Hantu. Hantu just is
That does sound really good.
tailor built for this.
I mean, toss a lightsaber on this thing that's also sweet.
Oh
but
yeah, that's
Although you do
With
have
those
to
stats are-
exhaust this
it's a lot of
to
stats.
begging for it.
yeah, you have to exhaust
See
it
its
to do anything,
disability.
but
No, I know. I'm just saying, like in general, like 4/9 for like that's crazy.
yeah.
The crazy thing with Han is that like it doesn't just happen once. Like every turn that you use his ability and you like bring something in and deal 2 damage to it, you just immediately after use Grogu to move that
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah,
nuts.
he's gonna
Pretty good.
require an answer, which it feels bad to deal with like a 1/4, or he could heal himself.
It's gonna become a 1/6 though. It's
Yeah.
like, especially if you go first,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
you play this, your opponent plays their thing, you claim, you just move the damage, and now they have to deal with a 1/6
Yeah.
when their unit just
Yeah, it's
took
like
2
you
damage. Like,
cannot
that's gonna be
play anything
annoying.
turn 1 with only 2 health again in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah, you straight up you can't play 3/2s.
Unless
Like,
Gas Shield.
yeah.
I mean, ping damage with leaders is
Sure.
already so good. Obviously, like we're playing in the you have to draw this thing turn 1 to get the max value out of it. So it's not the same as like a Cad Bane or a Quinlan style, but really great.
Yeah. Seems really solid.
Send me all your Grogus.
All right, next up, we've got Qui Gon Jin. He is a 7-cost yellow hero ground unit, a 7/5 Force Jedi Republic with ambush, and when defeated, you may choose a non-leader ground unit. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their deck.
Ooh.
What's the consensus here, guys?
Classic 2-for-1.
Mm-hmm.
Ambush in, kill something. When it dies, get rid of it.
Yeah.
I like that it's not back to hand, so they can't just replay it.
Yeah, it's like a
It,
better
it also
waylay.
it doesn't kill them, so they don't get their win defeated. It doesn't
Mm.
go back to hand, so it's not just like bounce tempo. It is worse if it's like a wrecker or something that you're having to bounce, and it goes to the top of their deck, and they draw it and just play it
And
again
you
the
better
next
just kill
turn.
the wrecker.
Yeah, I feel
Just
like Yellow
saying.
Hero
Well,
has
if they have
so
2
many
wreckers on
7
board.
drops though already that are like really solid. Like I said, Infant's Nest, it's got Han Solo. Obviously,
Yeah, but
those aren't
neither of
forced
those
units.
neither of those deal with 2 things at once though. Like if
You're
this
totally right.
ambushes and kills something and dies, you get to deal with 2 things.
How much are you playing that Legendary Maul?
A lot. Wait,
That's not
the
the same though.
the
This has
7?
natural ambush.
The one that like hits 2 things.
that one. Yeah, this has ambush on it on its own.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you can trade into your opponent's leader that has 7 health, and then kill one of their other units at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That alone seems really crazy. I don't know. This guy seems good. If he didn't have ambush, I wouldn't think the same.
Sure,
But
like
the fact that he has ambush and can ambush for 7,
yeah,
not a lot of stuff can do
it
that.
does get you the force trade immediately, which is nice, or the force
Yep.
token. There's a lot to it for sure. I'm just saying, like spending 7 to clear 2 things. That's probably your whole turn.
I mean, like you grab this off of U-Wing, you play this in Han. Like I don't know. Like
Okay.
I kind of think this is really good.
Okay.
I mean, even if you don't have to deal with 2 things at once, you kill something that has 7 health and you survive, and then later you get to deal with something else when he does die. Like,
Hey, it kills Quinlan on command, so I'm great with that.
Yeah. Seems strong. Okay. Next up, we got Darth Revan, guys.
Yes.
David's favorite Star Wars character. Yeah, we'll move past the fact that David literally doesn't know who this is and just talk about it. So, Darth Revan is a villain-only leader with the ability when a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may exhaust this leader if you do give an experience token to that friendly unit. Flips on 5. Oh, also, he has the Force and Sith trait. Flips on 5 as a 3/6 with Restore 1. And when a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may give an experience token to that friendly unit.
Yeah.
Not capped. And it includes himself.
Wait, David, you actually don't know who this is?
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Galaxy of Heroes.
He's in Galaxy Heroes.
I was like, wait, of course. Like, yeah, I just assumed you didn't, but
I'm just shocked, and I'm like, oh, cool. I actually got because you're about to be blindsided if they go the route that we think they're gonna go. But
You know what I just noticed that is super triggering to me is
that?
that the little notch at the very bottom of the screen of the thing doesn't line up with the legend frame.
And then on the
My OCD is
leader,
going crazy.
on the leader side, the thing is to the
Yeah, it's like
middle of the
tilted.
text back, the
Wait,
text
wait.
box,
Oh,
and not
yeah.
to the middle with the little
With
stamp.
the yeah.
I don't.
And
I
then
would
the
never have
artwork
noticed
is
The
that, like,
artwork's like kind of
tilted.
tilted.
would never have noticed that.
I just noticed that, and I'm now sorry that I noticed it.
But also, for those who aren't paying attention at home, the little gold border at the bottom indicates a Legends character, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
And the nameplate has like gold around it too. I don't think that's in the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This dude's cool. It's a heavy penalty to not
Hmm.
have a aspect, right? So clearly they thought whatever this dude is about was worth the penalty of not having a color associated. Um, how they think this is not worth, like, this uncapped unit side is not worth it, but Django's uncapped unit side was fine. Uh Passes me, but I think it's interesting. I think if you're playing a control deck that is all about like ambushing units or just trying to like make value trades and you dudes just keep getting bigger and you're able to like OB or something crazy like that, then cool. But yeah, I'm not super sold on the whole premise of the
Mhm.
deck, but
He
it's
he
cool.
does synergize really. We haven't gotten to it yet. But we've seen the card Darth Tyrannus. Are we going to cover that in this?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Yep.
That yeah, we'll come
Um,
back to this.
Obviously, the Lake Country synergy goes so hard. If somebody can
Yeah.
top
Super
that
hard.
with Darth Revan Lake Country, I mean, hats off to you. I'll give you my
I'll
personal
I'll
answer.
I'll play it at a tournament at some point. Just for the meme.
Worlds.
Yeah.
um, Yeah, so one like random thing I do like is restore and villain cards is so rare that like this and Krennic and those type of things, it's like very hard to find things that can like actually restore like that. So even though it's only restore one, that's actually a big deal to me in villain. Um, and it's a pretty easy thing to pull off. Like just make a value trade of some kind, and it's now that much harder to kill back. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like this is just value trade dot deck is like what you want to play. And every time you do, you're getting an incremental advantage because your unit's getting bigger. It's like
Mhm.
every single unit is getting a Hask, and they just keep growing and growing and growing.
Mhm.
Like I feel like this obviously works
Not
really
as
well
good, but
with ambush because you kill the thing. If you survive, you get bigger, like, and then you can kill another thing,
Yeah.
or you can attack their base. Also good with shields. You can attack into their unit while you're shielded, kill their
Mhm.
thing, get an experience.
Great with dogfight,
Um,
of course.
Dude,
yeah, of course, dogfight.
hey, what if you ran this with
Especially on
the
his flip side.
Gideon Hask unit? So every time you defeat something, you're getting two
Yeah, you get
experience.
to
Ooh.
experience. I mean,
well,
that sounds
not
awesome.
every time you defeat something. For
On
Gideon,
his
it's every time you defeat something. With this, it's when a friendly unit defeats another one.
well, yeah, and it has to be attacked, so it is different. It is
Oh, okay.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Um, but I don't know. I think he's pretty
Yeah.
good. Like,
He's
I think it's gonna be really interesting to see where people land in terms of like what color you pair him with, because
Mhm.
I can see advantages to like
Mhm.
colors in different ways. But I think like
mm.
the general premise of like getting bigger when your units kill other units, like that just seems good generically. So
I was thinking this would be tough if this was one of your leaders in draft. If you ended up with this, it was like
yes,
you could get really lucky and be the only guy on blue or red or whatever, but you'd be locked. That'd be
Yeah.
yeah,
tough. Good thing it's a
Yep.
rare.
it'll be fun. I'll try it.
It's really, really cool that they're introducing Legends characters, and of all, it's Darth Revan, which is super sick.
Yeah,
So
the coolest
I think
one.
that's the hypest thing about this card, and I think
Hmm.
it's super cool, and they deserve some kind of like appreciation for doing that. I
Yep.
think.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to hear how that all happened. I also this is probably the one that I'm most excited to play so far, just because it's so weird. But next one we've got is Scythe Diaz. He's a 5 cost green ground unit, 4/4 Force Jedi Republic, with when defeated, search the top 8 cards of your deck for any number of clone units with combined cost of 4 or less and discard them. For the phase, you may play those cards from your discard pile for free.
Hmm.
My clone twin sons deck is coming together
Nice.
real
Oh
nicely.
yeah.
The Nala Say
Um,
meta is incoming.
Yeah, what the heck do you do with this?
I have
oh,
no
easy.
idea.
All the clones are troopers. You do this with the other dude that we just spoiled earlier. Get all the troopers in your discard pile, buff them up, then play them for free after you attack with them. Easy money. Come on.
Okay, okay.
You make a Thrawn clone deck, so you can trigger this twice.
Mm,
Mm,
That's what you gotta do.
okay. You get 8 cost worth of clones for free. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
sick.
easy.
five
I
cost
like
four
it.
four is
You can just like take
horrible though.
yeah, that part's not great. Uh but he's really a 5 cost like, 12/12 if your clones are big enough.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
there's the one cost 2/3 clone, right? The clone deserter or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Grab a few of those.
Sure.
Maybe they'll print some more like cheap clones that you can throw alongside that. That seems fun.
Mhm.
Uh,
Seems fine.
Five
I don't
five is
know. Interesting.
expensive. I don't know.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
is
but
expensive.
Say coming out on 4. This guy's coming out on 5. Having yourself a good little
He
time.
gets destroyed by Execute Order 66. Pretty much unplayable.
But you don't care. You're fine with that
Trash,
one.
trash card. All right. Next up, we've got Marin,
Hey.
David's other favorite Star Wars character.
Duh.
She is a 3 cost red ground unit, not hero, not villain. She's a 2/5 force and night traded. With on attack, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit.
Really cool, really cool card. I expected different art from Aaron.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't see the hood coming.
Yeah, thought it was gonna be
And like
unhooded.
the force or I guess the like witch magic stuff.
Witch
Were you-
magic. She's cool. I think she's pretty sweet. Like 3 cost 2/5 isn't insane, but it's also not bad. Like we're playing a lot of 3/5s at 3 right now. She doesn't have a win played like some of those 3/5s. She's more like tech, but I think the discard deal 2 is pretty sick. Uh, Especially in a deck like Kylo, where you're
Yeah.
playing MiGs and doing
Yeah,
shenanigans.
this does
Like
fit
I
with
think this
Kyle.
is cool.
Yeah. I like
You can also sorry, go ahead, Jim.
I would say I like that. Yeah, Kylo's getting some more force units early that can just add more force energy type stuff to it. I think that would be really cool.
With Kylo, I don't know like how many more cards you need to discard from your hand in general, but I like it can make him huge, I guess. Especially on his flip turn, like you just end up with no cards in your hand. Um, but I think like this could just go in any deck that wants to play a Palpatine's Return because you you know get value out of that 2 damage. It basically turns any like on attack. It's like Poe, right? It like turns any card in your hand into like a pseudo daring raid
Yeah.
that's can only hit units. But like she can trade into like 4/4s or 3/4s or 2 things with 2 health. Like I think the flexibility there is really strong. Um, she's also force traded, so she gives you the force when you attack with her. I think that's worth noting.
Put a fallen lightsaber on there.
Yeah,
Villain hasn't had a ton of good early like lightsaber wielders like Hero has, I think. So
yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Like I'd rather put fallen lightsaber on her than on fifth brother because the 4 health on fifth brother just feels so like weak.
So bad.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
agree.
cool. Okay, that's Marin. Next up, here's the card that David was alluding to. This is Darth Tyrannus, specifically not Count Dooku. He is a 4 cost villain ground unit, a 4/3 force separatist Sith, shielded, and while the force is with you, it gains ambush.
Pretty
What do you guys
sick.
think?
Yeah.
This dude's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Actually cracked.
And it's a single aspected card too. I'm like, this is this feels super over the curve to me.
Yeah.
Play this in a Dooku deck too. You
Yeah, you
pay
can get it
pay
out for
2,
2.
Wow.
ambush shielded. That's insane.
Yep.
Yeah,
Really good card.
I mean, the best part about shielded is when you're able to attack something for like 2 attack and then
and then put the shield on after.
then put the shield on.
Yeah,
It's sweet. I mean, we're playing Forlums and Zuckuses all over the place. The 4 ambush is so nice.
I'm playing Gar Saxon Force 100% next set because this attacks
Mhm.
for 5
Yep.
ambush.
Yeah,
which is
that's
just, like,
crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
sick. The one thing I'm seeing though is attacking this while you already have the force means that you're not getting like the extra force ability with the base, but that's so minimal.
Hmm?
Like if you already have the force, you wouldn't be able to like play this and ambush it to get the force back kind of deal. Like you just already have it.
How would that work actually? If there was like if your leader had an ability that said like when you attack with a force unit or when you attack with a unit, spend the force and it gain +1/+0 or something.
Oh, interesting.
Like how would that interact here? Like the force is with you when you attack with it and gain ambush, and then you spend the force to do that thing, and then you gain it back because you're attacking with a force unit. I have no idea if that is an ability that exists in the game, but like if it does, I want to know how that would work because that actually seems kind of nuts if it does work that way.
Yeah.
Well, this is a rules podcast, so
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're all head judges here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, clearly 2 on attack triggers, therefore you choose the ordering. Easy money. I have no idea.
I low key kind of like this art more than I like the art of the event exclusive.
yeah, I should have put that here next to it. But I agree with you. Uh, any other thoughts about
More Sith stuff. So
the Fallen Sith
if
Lord?
we can get some Sith
Mm,
synergy, that'd be
Mhm.
sick.
that has to be coming. They're we've seen
They're
so many Sith
legends in the
cards already
Force,
this
right?
set. Like, yeah, I don't know. We had, like this guy, the Palpatine or the Sidious or
Mhm.
whatever, the uh Revan. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. There's got to be some Sith
Mhm.
stuff.
Sith baby.
Okay, next up, I think this is the last one.
BD.
We got BD1.
Yeah,
Uh,
because we're not gonna review the Set 6 ones.
yeah. Because this is about set 5. So BD1 is a one cost ground unit. I think that's the yellow
That is yellow.
symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a yellow hero ground unit. Uh, a 1/3 with hidden, and when played, choose another friendly unit. While this unit's in play, the chosen unit gains +1/+0 and gains Saboteur
Ooh, like a little Hu
with the
Yang.
fringe and the droid traits.
That Arabesh there says Jim is trash.
Huh. Huh. You're right.
That was special for Jim because he missed our podcast earlier
Yeah, he
today.
missed it
See?
this morning.
So we got BD and we got Marin. That means we have to be getting a
Yeah, we
Calcastus
got to be
soon.
getting Cal Kestis for sure.
Who dat?
This dude's cool. On 1 cost 1/3 and hidden. That's not bad. And then he has a cool little ability here that gives Saboteur. It's like the opposite of Spec Force Soldier, or not the opposite, but it's like in conjunction with Spec Force Soldier. You can put
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Spec
Uh,
Force soldiers, like, yeah, all of your units can attack through a Sentinel. This is just one, but it makes that one better.
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I,
It's kind of cool.
I do really like it. Getting something Saboteur, yeah, just late game. It's so easy to just win the game like that. So, and probably not horrible if you playing 2/1 drops to start the game. So,
Is this a red card?
Yellow.
It looks like a red card because the
Uh,
like
background's red.
that's why I'm like sitting here like squinting my eyes at this thing because I'm like,
I
it's
know.
yellow, it's yellow, it's
The
yellow.
the the aspect icons are not iconic is not the right word, but like they don't actually like they're too abstract for
yeah,
them to do something like this in my opinion. Like when I look at that, I don't see cunning. Like I just see like I don't know, a weird circle with like
Yeah,
some other crescents around it.
Mhm.
Um like if the entire background of the card was yellow instead of red, I understand that BD1 has like red on him and that's why they pulled into that color, but it's definitely not as just like instantly apparent what color this actually
for
is.
sure. And also, I think
And I
the
wish it
yellow
was.
and red would look great together. And
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Like I don't think it would take away from it if it was
not at
yellow.
all. Interesting
So
decision, but cool card.
I
yeah,
really like the border on these. I didn't mention that, but I like the way that the border works. I
yeah,
don't know.
the
It's
border and the layout.
satisfying.
I mean, it looks great. It's a great looking card. It's
Yeah,
just not as instantly readable, which maybe that's fine.
yeah.
It's Fringe.
It is
Some of
Fringe.
Fringe synergy, baby.
Yep, you can shield it with the whatever the four
huge.
cost or the five
It
cost or
seems
whatever it
fine.
is.
Like it's fine.
Yeah,
An aggro card feels
Definitely,
like.
for sure.
definitely agree.
Is that the last one? That is the last one. Cool. All right. Well, as long as no other cards were spoiled while we were recording this, that's it for today's video. Uh, yeah, keep an eye on the channel. We're obviously going to be doing this every week at least because just like every time spoiler season hits, feels like a constant deluge of new cards that we have to talk about, and we are absolutely pumped for this set. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel, but also check out our members only club and our merch store. You can check out David's apparel right now, my hat, Jay's coaster.
What a cool coaster.
Yeah, Jim's got a coaster somewhere and a mug somewhere.
Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. There's the mug. We're showing off all our merch. So check that out if you're interested. We would appreciate it. And otherwise, see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.